In this video, we're exploring the 10 countries where Christianity is illegal and the Bible is banned. It's a journey into the heart of religious freedom, or rather, the lack thereof. In a world where faith often serves as a beacon of hope and solace, we find ourselves confronted with a stark reality. There are corners of our planet where simply believing in a certain faith can carry unimaginable consequences. Let's dive in. Our journey begins in North Korea, a land shrouded in secrecy, where the mountains and rivers seem to guard the secrets of a nation isolated from the rest of the world. The capital, Pyongyang, with its grandiose monuments and meticulously planned streets, stands as a testament to the regime's iron grip. In this tightly controlled society, the only sanctioned faith is an unwavering devotion to the ruling dynasty. The portraits of Kim Jong-un and his predecessors are omnipresent, their images a constant reminder of the regime's absolute power. Propaganda posters glorify the leaders, embedding their authority into the very fabric of daily life. Yet beneath this facade of uniformity, there exists a quiet resistance. Christianity, with its emphasis on individual salvation and a higher power, poses a direct challenge to the state's authority. Secret church gatherings are held in the shadows, Bibles are hidden away like precious contraband, and believers live in constant fear of discovery. The consequences of being caught with religious materials are severe. Possessing a Bible can be grounds for imprisonment in one of the country's notorious prison camps, where conditions are harsh and inhumane. Practicing Christianity openly can lead to torture, forced labor, and even execution. The regime's intolerance for religious freedom is absolute. Despite the risks, many families continue to practice their faith in secret. They gather in dimly lit rooms, whispering their prayers in the dead of night. Their faith a dangerous secret passed down through generations. These clandestine gatherings are a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring power of belief. The pervasive surveillance and authoritarian control in North Korea serve as a chilling reminder of the length some regimes will go to maintain their grip on power. The state's relentless pursuit of control over every aspect of life, including faith, underscores the profound challenges faced by those who dare to believe in something greater than the regime. International human rights organizations continue to shine a light on the plight of North Korean Christians, advocating for their freedom and safety. Global solidarity movements call for an end to the persecution and for the protection of religious freedoms. The world watches, hoping for a day when the people of North Korea can worship freely without fear of retribution. Until that day comes, the faith of North Korea's underground Christians remains a beacon of hope in a land of darkness. Their courage and perseverance inspire us all, reminding us of the enduring power of faith and the unyielding human spirit. We travel now to Afghanistan, a land steeped in history and tradition, but where the echoes of religious freedom are tragically faint. In the aftermath of recent political upheaval, the grip of strict interpretations of Islamic law has tightened. For those who dare to abandon Islam and embrace Christianity, the very act of conversion is considered apostasy, a crime punishable by death. Imagine living with that knowledge, your faith a heavy burden, your life constantly under threat. Somalia, a land synonymous with resilience in the face of adversity, unfortunately, also grapples with the heavy chains of religious intolerance. Here, the Constitution itself draws a stark line in the sand, prohibiting the promotion of any religion other than Islam. This leaves Somali Christians, many of whom come from marginalized communities, caught between their conscience and the law. They face the constant threat of violence, their churches often reduced to rubble, their voices silenced by fear. Libya, a nation struggling to rebuild after years of conflict, offers little respite for those seeking religious freedom. The absence of laws protecting religious minorities leaves Christians, particularly converts from Islam, vulnerable to persecution. Imagine living in a society where your right to believe is not enshrined in law, where your faith could make you a target at any moment. This is the harsh reality for many Libyan Christians. In Pakistan, we encounter a nation grappling with complex religious tensions. While it boasts a sizable Christian minority, their existence is often precarious. The shadow of blasphemy laws looms large, casting a chilling effect on free speech and religious expression. These laws, often misused and weaponized, have led to the unjust imprisonment and even death sentences for Christians accused of insulting Islam. Yemen, a nation ravaged by conflict and humanitarian crisis, offers a stark example of how religious persecution thrives in times of instability. Converting from Islam to Christianity is strictly forbidden, and those who dare to do so face unimaginable consequences. Imagine living in a war-torn country, already grappling with poverty and displacement, only to have your faith become yet another reason for persecution. Iran, a land of ancient history and rich culture, presents a paradox when it comes to religious freedom. While its constitution recognizes Christianity as an official minority religion, the reality on the ground tells a different story. The Iranian government maintains a tight grip on religious expression, and those who convert from Islam to Christianity often face arrest, imprisonment, and other forms of persecution. Saudi Arabia, the birthplace of Islam. Where other faiths tread carefully, Saudi Arabia, the birthplace of Islam and home to its holiest sites, adheres to a strict interpretation of Islamic law. This interpretation, known as Wahhabism, is enforced by the religious police, known as the Mutawa, who ensure that Islamic practices are strictly followed. The open practice of other religions is not permitted, and any symbols or texts related to non-Islamic faiths must be kept hidden. Christianity, along with other non-Islamic faiths, is simply not tolerated. Christians living in Saudi Arabia, many of whom are foreign workers, must practice their faith in complete secrecy. They gather in private homes, often in small groups, to avoid detection. The risks are high. If discovered, they face severe consequences, including deportation, imprisonment, or even corporal punishment. The Mutawa conduct raids to uncover hidden religious gatherings and confiscate any non-Islamic religious items. The legal system in Saudi Arabia supports these actions, with harsh penalties for those caught practicing other faiths. The education system also reinforces the strict adherence to Islamic law, with a curriculum that focuses heavily on Islamic studies and the teachings of the Quran. Media in Saudi Arabia is tightly controlled, ensuring that the population is constantly reminded of the importance of maintaining Islamic practices and avoiding any influence from other religions. Despite these restrictions, the country remains a deeply spiritual place for Muslims around the world, who travel to Saudi Arabia to perform the Hajj and Umrah pilgrimages, fulfilling one of the 5 pillars of Islam. The Grand Mosque in Mecca, with the Kaaba at its center, is the focal point of these pilgrimages, drawing millions of Muslims each year in a profound expression of their faith. While the country remains a beacon of Islamic faith, it is also a place where other religions must tread carefully, navigating a landscape of strict laws and vigilant enforcement. Eritrea, a silent struggle for religious freedom. Eritrea, often referred to as the North Korea of Africa, stands as a stark reminder that religious persecution can flourish even in the most isolated corners of the world. The Eritrean government exercises absolute control over religious life, recognizing only 4 faiths, with Christianity notably absent from the list. Those who dare to practice Christianity outside of these state-sanctioned denominations face imprisonment, torture, and even disappearance. Maldives, paradise lost for Christians. Our journey concludes in the Maldives, a picture-perfect archipelago often associated with luxury and tranquility. However, beneath this idyllic facade lies a rigid social order that leaves little room for religious diversity. The Maldives is officially an Islamic state, and converting from Islam to Christianity is strictly forbidden. Those who do face severe social ostracism, legal penalties, and even the loss of their citizenship. A call to awareness and action? Thank you for watching. In a world that is increasingly interconnected, the importance of understanding and respecting each other's beliefs cannot be overstated. We live in a time where the actions of one can ripple across the globe, affecting countless lives. This video is a call to each one of us to be more aware, more compassionate, and more active in our pursuit of justice and equality for all. If you found this video useful, please leave a comment below and ask any questions you have about this topic. Your engagement helps us understand what matters to you and how we can better address these critical issues. By sharing your thoughts and questions, you contribute to a larger conversation that can lead to meaningful change. We value your input and look forward to hearing from you. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Your support enables us to continue creating videos that shine a light on important issues and bring awareness to the struggles faced by many around the world. By subscribing, you ensure that you won't miss any future updates and can stay informed about the latest developments in our ongoing efforts to promote religious freedom and human rights. We've journeyed across the globe, shining a light on the plight of Christians living in countries where their faith is outlawed. From the bustling cities to the remote villages, we have uncovered stories of courage and resilience. These individuals, despite facing severe persecution, continue to hold on to their faith with unwavering strength. Their experiences highlight the urgent need for global awareness and action. Their stories, though often marked by fear and hardship, are a testament to the enduring power of belief. These brave souls remind us that faith can be a source of immense strength and hope, even in the darkest of times. Their unwavering commitment to their beliefs, despite the risks, serves as a powerful example of the human spirit's resilience. We must honor their courage by standing in solidarity with them and advocating for their right to practice their faith freely. Let their resilience inspire us to raise our voices against religious intolerance wherever it exists. It is our collective responsibility to ensure that everyone, regardless of their faith, can live without fear of persecution. By speaking out and taking action, we can help create a world where religious freedom is a reality for all. Join us in this fight for justice and equality, and let us work together to build a more inclusive and compassionate world. For in a world where freedom of belief is under threat, silence is not an option. We must be vigilant and proactive in defending the rights of those who are oppressed. Our voices, when united, have the power to bring about change and make a difference. Let us commit to being advocates for religious freedom and human rights, and let our actions reflect our dedication to these fundamental principles. Together, we can create a future where everyone is free to believe and live according to their conscience.